What is going on, everybody? It is May 27th, Sunday, or actually it's Monday now, Memorial Day weekend. I hope you all have had a fantastic month and, vacation basically for this 3-day weekend. It's been great for me as well, getting to spend some time on things I normally don't get to spend time doing. But I want to give an account update. So with that being said, just showing you guys the proof that you guys can do this consistently and how to handle certain things. With that being said, let's go ahead, cue the intro, and jump right into this.
I know I'm fine, but the money
You
makes
guys know we started with 15,000. It's been a couple months now, so we are up to 250. But I think it's a little light. So I got real conservative when the market got to the tippy top. So now we've been up here for a couple of weeks, and let's go ahead and look at this. You guys can see I have some trades here on the MES here, and they are doing very well actually. There's nothing wrong with this, and I actually need to pull up this other screen so that you guys can all see these as well. So these are the futures trades, and we're actually just going to show you guys them here. Here's the screenshot of all the futures trades. You guys can see as custom. So these are the verticals, these are the singles, and other verticals. You guys basically see that I'm doing a 1-1-1 trade over and over, which is 110% fine. I'm okay with that, but we are going to push this back over to OXY because this is the one that I took a trade on this week. And let me get this back to where I can see you guys and see where it's at. So Oxy, you guys can see it's been on a downtrend here for about the last month. It hit a high at the very beginning of the month, and then it just slowly came down. And I even said in the last one, so you guys can see the futures trades. I'll get rid of this one. On this right here, you guys can see that I now own some shares of this Oxy right here. I own 102, but I had 2.003 before Friday. Basically what I did was I sold an option. I collected 25, I think we'll say 20 for right now, because I sold a $62 put, and now I own the 100 shares because it closed 5 cents underneath of where my option was, which I'm perfectly fine with that. I own the shares now. I don't think this is a stock that's going to absolutely just fall and get destroyed. So it is one that I am willing to hold, and you guys can see it here, right here on my trade tab. I don't know why that keeps moving, but this is right here where I have open in this. And yes, so this week you're going to see, I can't do it today because the market is not opening. I can only trade the futures right now. That's why you are seeing that there is a variance on profit and open today on the future side, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. But I will be looking to sell one of these 62 options for probably about 45 is what I'm going to imagine. These prices are all from Friday, so I'm probably going to pick up close to about $45 unless the market opens up, higher. Then I'll be able to sell that 62 because that's what I own it at, and this is all just plus profit right now. For, say, if it pops open, I'm going to sell it for probably around this $50 range, and I'll make $50 this week off of that. If not, it'll open a little bit down, and, I'll probably get about 40 cents for it. But I'm going to be able to collect about 40 cents a week doing that, as long as it doesn't just skyrocket downwards, and that is your biggest pitfall with this strategy. Again, I don't see Oxy getting killed. It's really at a level right now where I see a lot of support in it. You guys can see it stayed around this range, it's had trouble, and then it's just kind of stayed flat in here. So $62 was kind of a range where I was comfortable with picking up 100 shares at. And now I'm going to start wheeling it. Another thing that I can do with this trade is if I wanted to, since I've already collected $25, and this is the 100 that I'm gonna be made, that I'll have to make up from it, I could still sell one of these if this is at $125 or $116, and still make another $16 or 16 cents, but times 100 for options, I can still make another $16 for that week, even if I sell a 61 at these prices. Doesn't mean that's going to reflect what is tomorrow's opening price of these options. Again, that'll be one that we have to see. Or, if I'm really confident in this stock, which I'm pretty confident in it, I can go out 39 days and I can sell a 62 for $200. Now, I'm probably not going to do that. If I was going to do that, I'm probably looking at selling a 67 or a 66. Yeah, for about 30 days out, I could sell a 66 for about that $40 still, 39 days out, and collect the difference. So I'm probably going to make I'd probably make another $300-400 plus the $34 or $40 that I pick up in premium. But that's not really the plan. The plan is I'm going to start selling them weekly again until I get the shares called away from me, and I'm able to move from there. Again, this is just how I am managing this smaller account. You guys can see where I have right now. I have option buying power open, still available. The account's at $15,250, give or take a few dollars based off of futures. It's always moving, but right now I have about $7,900 in buying power still available. So you guys are seeing I'm making at least $100 a month minimum in these, but I'm also not pushing it, and I'm able to stay. But what you are going to see, and this is something that I think is super important that we're going to bring this back up here, is we can get rid of, just bring this to the center screen, is these will start to pay out very quickly. If you see the trade prices, if you add them all up, I'm basically making $100 per one of them as they expire. And basically the way I have it set up now is it will start basically expiring one a week, making basically $100 a week, even if the verticals go to zero. And that's basically what I'm letting them do, because that means the verticals will stay out there. In worst case scenario, that is a hedge protection for my portfolio with the futures trading. As you guys can see right now, the futures trading is moving. It's just very, very slow. The time in sales ain't even coming up. So you will see this move here. Maybe I don't know what's going on today because it did open up last night. I do know that for a fact. I've been watching it. /MES. Let's see if it moves just a little bit. Nope. Okay. Bad example, I guess. But they are open this evening. They were open all day today. I've been watching it move. You guys can see this candle obviously here. You guys can see the date. It is 5/28. Or this one's, the candle's 5/28, so it'll count as all one day. It's weird how the futures calendar does work. It is much different than regular stocks, but it is something that you can absolutely use for buying power in order to use it. So the futures part is doing very, very well, guys. You guys can see over here just our overall positions. The other one that I have added here is CNP. And now a lot of you guys aren't really going to know this one. I live in Houston, Texas. I'm not hiding that or anything. So, but I did buy this a little bit high. I'm not going to lie. But I do think that this is one that can just consistently go over time. And let's just go to a 3-year weekly. It's not one that's going to be a big grower, but as you guys can see, they're doing pretty well, and the dividends pay every quarter. I've got no problem with holding this one for more of a longer term. And again, this is one when it dips, just like SO, which actually, you guys know I hold it in the account, did dip. The problem is it only had one red day, and it didn't dip low enough for me to get excited. And the premiums aren't crazy on Southern Company, so it's not one that I'm really pushing on. You guys can see we still have the lines on UCO. I'm going to get rid of them because, as you guys seen in the last video, it already profited off that. That one was less than a 1 weeker. We made, I think it was $17 if I'm not mistaken on that, somewhere close to around that for only putting up $2,000 worth of capital in a week. And then I basically just bought another share of PTY. You guys can see we have gotten some dividends now on PTY. We are up to 243 shares, 0.166. So that will be continuing to add. Now that I did close the Oxy trade, or put those shares, I will actually be looking to probably buy. I think I have enough premium that I've collected. I had to look at the calculator on it, but 2 more shares. So I should be at 245 here tomorrow by the end of the day. Again, the biggest problem with building an account that you guys won't see is really being able to get enough capital out into the market in good situations. So with that being said, thank you guys all for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.